Hello. I forgot to unmute the mic to say hello, and I said hello and then you didn't hear me. So yeah, that's what's going on in my life. I'm gonna go and make sure that I actually tweet, because I forget to do that. Today is a fucking amazing day. Do you want to know why? Yesterday was my gallery show, and it went well. 3 people just resubscribed, which is another reason to say today is good. So now I can finally show you guys the art that I've been talking about, stressing about not streaming because I had to finish about. Also, today's video looks like it's off to a good start in Adeland Wave, for those of you on After Hours. Let me show you that art real quick, because I didn't want to show it until after the show had gone live, because it might have encouraged some of my friends who just follow me on Twitter and we don't talk as much as we should to not show up. And actually a lot of people showed up that I mean, there's one guy who's actually streamed with me like 5 years ago, right? We grew up together, we kind of went to high school, we were both homeschooled, so the equivalent of high school. He showed up, and that was a huge surprise. My painting teacher, my parents, KY, Carrie, like, everyone that I wanted to have show up, showed up. With the exception of, like, maybe 2 people? Like, it was a good turnout, and everyone who, hey, Johnny Beefcake, you subbed? Thank you! I do owe you a hi. Hello. So yeah, it was really cool. I don't mind telling him hello. I don't mind telling anyone in chat a hello. I'm just not gonna go to every single person and say hello, or else we'll never get to the stream. But yeah, fuck, where was I going with that? I don't remember what I was talking about. The art show. Anyway, let me show you that stuff. So here is all of the pieces all together. The middle piece is 30 by 40. I'm not going to tell you my stream key. 30 by 40 inches. I should probably have looked up what that is in centimeters, because I know there are some people that are not American that are here. Let me look up what it's. The average height of a human is about 5 feet, 5'10", somewhere in that region, and 40 inches is about 4 feet, so pretty close. I can zoom in on a few of these in a second. 30 inches. Let's see, inches to centimeters. 30 inches to, that's 76.2 centimeters by, let's see, 101 centimeters. I hope that means something to you. 90 by 130. Okay. Well, there you go. So it's huge. Let's take a look at each one individually. So this is the top left one. This is probably everyone's second favorite, and one of the last ones I did. I really liked how this one turned out. I feel like I got a lot of the values right. All of these are available on my art blog if you want to go look at them. My art show went great. Then we've got this one. This is one of the first ones I did, and I feel like the huge change in how good of a painter I became in the past, like, 3 months is really showing between these 2 pieces here. But it's not bad. It got damaged a little bit in transport, which really kind of pissed me off. I was having nightmares the night before, like, not last night, but the night before. I couldn't sleep well because I had dreams where someone came into the gallery and just, like, took a knife to my stuff and got a marker in there and just, oof. Here's the 30 by 40. There's a lot of detail work that I don't think you can see over by the doors on the left, but I'm happy how this one came out. It's a good one. And then this one, which there is a glare from the gallery lighting. I don't know. what's going on with that. So you can't really see how good this one is, but there was a reflection from the car, like the gauges and stuff showing up on the windowsill itself. And then the last one, which I think is everyone's favorite, it was one of the last ones I did. I'm going to zoom in on some stuff just so you can see it. And I'm sorry I'm going on about my art. I know some people don't want to hear about stuff that's not stream or video games, but fuck, I just spent like the past like 6 months working on planning this shit and doing this shit. These wine bottles fucking are like, goddamn. They're only like the distance between each bottle's label is about the thickness of my nail. They're so skinny. I don't try and like cover up my brushwork. I feel like I could, you know, get a better, cleaner image if I just took it with a camera. So I'm not going to worry about that. I want to show off the brush strokes, and I want to show off that stuff. And this is what I've been talking about when I've been doing arcade. I'm like, this is not a good painting that I'm doing, you know? It's because I can fucking do this shit, you know? So yeah. Anyway. That's what I've been doing for the last little bit. And like I said, if you go to my art blog, you'll be able to find this. If you don't know where my art blog is, it is RevScarecrow Art. If you just search Tumblr, you'll find it. The emote shouldn't be bottles that are 2 by 1 pixels wide with like half a pixel wide labels. Oh, why did it just delete all your shit? Oh, it's because... do you mind permitting him, Mafa? I really don't mind. I think he was trying to link to my blog. Let me get it so that way you guys cannot see my screen here. Why is it showing that? Which one of these is it? Monitor capture. There we go. Bunker. Alright. We're going to do Bunker Punks first, and then we'll go from there. Sorry about that. Yeah. People really seem to like it. The other thing that really, like, surprised people is everyone thought it was oil. It's actually acrylic paints. It's a Dropbox link. Oh. Yeah, don't... You may not want to click that. I'm gonna try going with pistols this time. I'm gonna see if I can make pistols good. You know? Because there's such a... like, emphasis on pistols with Molly Pop. I want to see what I can do with it. So the idea of this game is that we're upgrading, but each run gets you a little bit farther into the game and gets you a few more upgrades. Oh. Was he a bot?
This is Molly Pop. I'm going in.
I'm hoping that I can actually make pistols good by using all the upgrades I have available to make them good, but I don't know. Yeah, don't trust shit you get from the internet. Generally speaking, is probably a good plan. Let's get everyone aligned. Hey, Daka. So, regular streaming should start happening. I shouldn't have, I shouldn't have the problems that I've been having where I have to, like, not stream because I need to work on the gallery show, because the gallery show is up. Like, it's done. And I've got some fucking stories to tell for sure. There's this whole situation with the labels. So, in a gallery show, you want to make sure your label is right. And, the person who was in charge of doing the labels... there were 2 people in charge, and, one of them was fucking insane. The other one is kind of dumb. Convoy, I've heard, is good, and I've seen some stuff about it, but I've heard it's also very linear, so I'm not sure. I think the pistol can be good. But you'd have to, I think you have to put a lot of points into making sure that your damage is all the way up. Right now, I don't think I've got that, so I don't have quite the damage I need to. I may use the rifle until I've got that.
Alright.
But yeah, the crazy person was just like, very much just like, did not want to fix the labels. And it was like, yeah, people read left to right, so we don't need to tell people which one's top left. And it's like, are you insane? I don't know. It was just a cool thing, and it was very much a weight off my shoulders to have it done and know that it's okay. Anyway, did I use references? I did get pictures, but I edited them heavily. You'd have to have the picture right next to you in order to tell the difference, but
Nice.
the overall thing was to make sure that I had a certain meaning and aesthetic going, and so some stuff was left out. Like at the bar, there's a lot of stuff that was on the counter there that I left out because I felt like it really didn't add anything to the piece and it just made it more confusing. Yeah, that's basically what she was saying, and I'm like, and it really what it came down to was because I had so many pieces and they had fairly long names because I don't know how to name things. She would have to use a separate piece of paper for the printing stuff. And she didn't want to do that because it would be too much work. And so she was just like, no, you're not getting that. Which was just bullshit. I'm gonna get the healing thing. Let's see. I think I can get this, and then a little bit of this, and then anything else that we can get. Nope, that's pretty much it. We're good. I think we're just gonna go as far in as we can, and just if we die, we die, and not give a fuck, you know.
This is Molly Pop. I'm going in.
Yeah, let's take the rocket launcher instead. Why not?
Load.
Rocket launcher is not as good as you would think. Do I want to keep a convoy? I'm alright. Thank you, though. I've heard mixed reviews, mostly that it doesn't do a whole lot new to the FTL formula, and it kind of has the whole thing dumbed down a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna switch that out. Wait, no, that was wrong. I just switched it out for the worst one. Yeah, this is better. I just got the skate hoodie, which gave me extra melee damage. It looks like you can get pretty much anything to do instantly enough damage to kill anything, but, yeah, I'll take the thing that gives me extra machine gun damage. It's better than melee damage. Fuck that noise. Somewhere around here, I should be able to start collecting, a revolver, and I really want to get that because that sounds good, but, I haven't seen one yet. A lot easier with a rocket launcher. Why didn't I pick up the AR? I can only carry 2 guns, and I'm using a pistol, which is my current perk setup, and also a rocket launcher. So I'd have to give up one of the two, and yeah.
All right.
I haven't played Paranautical Activity. Control-wise, it reminds me a lot of,
Here we go.
like, Receiver in a lot of ways. Not because of the min-maxing your gun, but just, like, the suddenness and quickness of everything. Like, you can't just go around acting like a dumbass. You really have to, like, be careful. That's kind of nice. I don't really care for it, but I've got so many points into pistol skills because this girl, like, she just starts off with pistol skills, that it's better to just use the pistol. Like, there's a girl that's really good with machine guns, and there's a guy that's really good with shotguns, but... I'm hoping that I can find the revolver at some point, but I probably have to go farther in. Oh. Got him. But it was close. Receiver was a good game, but you have to play it with some mods in order to give it any extended life, and it was very much a game jam game. Was it worth $5? I don't know. It's a little bit Doom-like as well. It's got a lot of good like comparisons, and I think that's probably in its favor. It took a lot of things that I like from a bunch of different games. Is it a perfect game? No, but I don't know. Mechanically, I just like it. I don't know how interesting of a stream it is. It may be something I just play off stream, but I've been enjoying streaming it because it gives me some time to talk, and we can talk about different things that are going on. And there's some games, you know, Shopkeep gives me a lot of like material to work with, so I can, you know, make jokes and stuff. But I'm usually just focused on that and not really talking about stuff like that gallery show. I'm trying to think of anything that I can really talk about with it.
Here we go.
The main thing was just seeing like these groups of friends that I never would expect to hang out. Like people I know from school, plus KY, plus like my parents. Like KY met my parents, which was a weird thing. And then like people I used to go to protests with showed up, and then people I went to high school with, and it's just like all of these people that are just like I would never expect to be in the same room to have a conversation with each other. That I've kept unintentionally apart from each other are now talking, and just the interactions they have, because I you know, everyone's got, you know, different tastes, and I have a lot of different tastes, like a lot of different people, but, you know, so what, you know, one of my friends may have in common with me may not be the same things that someone else has in common with me. I did kind of get in a weird spot because the girl who was across from me had this huge setup, right? And it was something that I didn't really think of, and I probably should have. But her setup was huge, which meant that it was basically like this little house that you could go in. One-room house. That was big enough just to have a chair, and you could sit down, and it was about her family's ranch. It's really cool, actually. And she's a good person. She'll probably make a really good artist, and we'll probably start seeing her at the MoMA at some point or another. Anyway, people were going in there, and it kind of created a line, and people were lining up facing away from my work at times, which was kind of disappointing. But the people who actually stopped to look at my stuff were like, wow, this is actually really deep shit. And, you know, this is really cool. This is really, I love this one. And I don't know, with the art show it's weird because, like, I'm supposed to talk to him, but, like, how do I initiate the conversation where it's like, yeah, this is my work. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't fucking know you. Why are you talking to me? I mean, I guess it's fine, but it's, I don't know. It's just me. Trying to figure out exactly what I do as an artist, and how I'm supposed to actually, like, hold myself in those situations. Because I also don't want to make it where, like, they have to compliment me. Because if you're like, hey, this is my work, then I feel like people are kind of forced to say something nice because otherwise they'd be rude, right? So I just kind of hung around and listened to people talk about it, which was nice because I got like all these like unfiltered opinions of my work. And no one said anything bad, even though they had no idea that I was standing right next to him, which was kind of an interesting situation. You know, people were like, "Oh, were you showing?" And I'd be like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Well, which one's yours?" And, "Oh, it's this one." Even my friend who grew up with me did not know which one was mine, because I don't think he expected that I'd be able to do that. Also, can I just say I'm an asshole? Like, I don't know. Have you ever had a situation where like, oh fuck, it's finally a revolver. We're gonna take that. This looks good. Devastating up close. I'm gonna look at the stats real quick because it doesn't really tell me unless I'm. Not a whole lot of ammo, but it looks like it does a shit ton of damage. It's. Oh, that gave me 50 cal ammo as well. Okay, this is the way I came. I stream, you owe me. Tim is a lot of people's favorites, and I think it's just because it's named Tim. The revolver seems like it's gonna be pretty good, but have you ever like felt good because someone who just like always treated you like shit is in a really bad spot? Like, am I an asshole for thinking that? Not even a little bit? Because you would always gloat about...
Alright.
I'm not going to name names, but someone would always gloat about how well their life was going. You know, they got this degree, they got that degree, they, you know, got the grant that I was trying to get in order to get into this and such and such. And no, they're not even using that degree because they hated it. I don't know. I feel like an asshole for being like that, but it feels good. It feels good to see someone else suffer. Such a fucking asshole. This is the kind of person who would make fun of me for streaming. Who would be like, "Oh, what are you gonna do? Go home and stream? Come on, let's go drinking." I'm like, I don't like drinking. I don't have that much money to spend. I'll pay for it. Well, I don't want you paying for it. It makes me feel awful, you know? Like, I don't like it when other people pay for my shit. Like, that makes me feel weird. That's just better. Hey, see. It does make me a little bit of an ass. I don't know. I'm trying to be truthful about stuff, but this guy isn't KY, is it? No. It's a guy you guys have never met, so it doesn't matter. Someone else who showed up to the show who, like, left pretty instantly. And he tried to talk down about my work, but he really couldn't because it was fucking on point as hell. I love the revolver. It's really good. It was worth the stuff. We'll just call him Guy, yeah. Hey, see. So, there's probably a name for it, you know?
Alright.
There's probably a name for that sort of joy.
Here we go.
Someone else... Yeah, and I know that. But, you know, when I was younger and more impressionable and actually cared what people thought of me in that way, you know, he was one of the people who would always bring me down. And to see him in a bad spot, I don't know. I'm an asshole for enjoying that. Sort of a similar situation when, it's a weird story. It's a very weird story. So my first girlfriend, it was not a good relationship for either of us. She wanted someone who was a little bit more, I'm gonna go with conservative. She had a kind of weird relationship with her dad, which caused her to believe that men were inherently better than women, which is not how I was brought up. And so she was like, yeah, women are supposed to be subservient of men. I'm like, no, I'd like for this to be like us working together. That's fucking weird. And she's like, no, it's not. That's how it should be. And I'm like, what the fuck? Even. There is no auto-aim. It's just me aiming. Schadenfreude. There you go. It's a very German word. Anyway, so we ended up breaking up because I thought that was weird, and also, like, it was a little bit too intense for me at the age of, like, 13 or so. Whatever that was. I was young. Anyway, she didn't want to break up because she had it in her head that we were going to get married. Anyway, she called me a few years later, and she was like, oh, hey, what's going on? I'm like, it's been like 5 years. Yeah, what's up? She's like, oh, not much. So I'm getting married. I'm like, oh, okay. And I think she really wanted me to be jealous. And it was like, I ended up, like, breaking up with her, so I'm not going to be jealous of her going on and moving on with her life several years down the road. It wasn't like she was inviting me to the wedding. It was just like, hey, this is something that's happening in my life, and you should feel bad that it's not happening with us. And it's like, I don't care. Like, good for you. I'm glad you're happy.
Let's do this.
I actually might want to use the skate pads just because I don't use anything but pistols right now. And this is just inherently better, isn't it? Yeah. It's worse with rocket launcher damage, but it's better armor. And this is the exact same thing, but it has shotgun damage. And then just, yeah, this and that. Yeah. Is it one of those American or English words that got stolen? Like a skosh? You want to help me out with a big life choice? I probably shouldn't be the person you're asking for that. It depends on if you're being facetious or not. I don't think I could have exited without... Yeah. It's a lot of words that English stole. Yeah, this does work now. Fuck, this thing's amazing. I love the revolver. I love it when revolvers are good in games, because, I don't know, Texas plus, you know, it starts with Rev. There's a lot of reasons I like revolvers. And so when they actually work well, it's like, yeah. I don't know. It depends on how you look at it, but whatever. You know, it's just sort of the natural evolution of how language works. Like, some language comes up with a good word for, I don't know, feeling good when someone else suffers. And then we're like, yeah, that's something I've felt before, and then you start using it in everyday speech, and eventually, like, I don't know, curry is just a word that you recognize, even though you don't really know its root, maybe. You're just like, yeah, that's good food. This does a shit ton of damage. It does 50 plus 100%. 135%. Because it counts as a pistol, which I have all my points into. I'm a little lower on health than I'd like to be. Wish I could sell things. Keep thinking that.
All right.
It's a pistol cannon, yeah. It's a ridiculous gun. But
Here we go.
it's good. It's a cannon. The regular pistol is fine, it's just not as much damage as the other one. But it's better for more like quick fire. It still does a decent amount of damage, it's just not as much. Knowing the right people is usually a good way. I mean, nepotism is very real. And don't ever not assume that nepotism will not get you farther. Like, you get... Stuff goes well because of that. Like, it doesn't mean that that's the only reason things go well for people, but, like, you know, understand that it exists and understand that knowing the right people is good for you. You're not supposed to hire based on that kind of thing, but people do. People do all the goddamn time. So, yeah. Don't discount it. If that's a question about something that you need to know as far as your life. Hard hat, what does it do? I'd have to trade out armor or damage for health. I don't know if I feel like doing that. I'd rather glass cannon. And I'm not sure if I'm really that much of a glass cannon. I mean, I pretty much destroy everything in one shot, regardless of which gun I'm using, but... Oh, shit. Rev Kappa? It exists. Yeah, I'm using the pistol for kind of a low-level shit. When he eventually gets down this hallway, he's gonna be a bitch. Getting really low on ammo. Hoping that I can take him out and then maybe get like a big ammo drop from him. One last shot. Okay, we gotta switch guns. He's too big to get through the door, so we're kind of abusing that right now. It kind of reminds me of the fight with the, Ooh, that was almost bad. What was the name of that Star Wars game with, Dash Rendar, the, bounty hunter?
Made it.
Anyway. Yeah, there's always a mini-boss at the end of each, floor.
Here we go.
And the further you get, the worse those bosses get. Or more difficult, I should say. Oh, shit. Huh? Need that. Okay, we're okay. We're not great, but we're okay. We can live. Is that the boss there? Certainly looks like it. Oh my god, that floor. Holy fuck. Why don't I have any FFZ emotes? I don't know. We need to add some emotes, and I need to get on that shit. So, we lost her, but we can move on with Cleopatra Rex. I don't think there's a way I could do that. I was That was pretty rough. Alright, well. It may have been a little outside of my depth, but I'm gonna go with it. Let's switch out the pistol for a machine gun. It's kind of a weird choice, but I feel like she's already got a lot of buffs in the machine gun. Well, not as many. It's probably best to just stick with what I got. I think that's good.
Nice bunker. I think I'll take it.
I mean, I'm not gonna add someone else's emote. Like, if you want that person's emote, you go subscribe to them. It would probably be good to go see your girlfriend. I mean, this is gonna be up on After Hours eventually. I'm gonna make sure that all the stuff that I've been streaming that hasn't been on After Hours gets there.
I can work with this.
Now. So this is the exact same layout. I don't know what FFZ emotes are. I'm sorry. I'm not a very good Twitch person. Knowing all the latest and greatest Twitch memes. I mean, that does plenty of damage. It pretty much opens everything instantaneously. I think you can just go up to him and press E. So I know that it's not in that room, so why not just not do it that way? Alright, let's not deal with that. There we go. Got a little extra damage because I went up right in his face, but yeah.
Next floor, then.
You gotta go see your girlfriend every now and then, man. I would. You should probably go see your girlfriend. Honestly. I'll be here when you're back.
Make way for Cleopatra Rex.
I need to get more regular pistol ammo. I really haven't been doing that. I like that, now that I've got two guys, I can kind of use that to, like, explore a place and make some bad decisions. But, I'm still shit at this game. I think we'll go until I die. Which should be, fairly soon. I don't know. Rev Senpai should be your next emote. I think it's definitely up there. We need to do a vote on which emote to remove, and I'll probably get someone like Volcano Fire or Bredo Top to do the emote. I'm pretty sure I want to get Volcano Fires to do the next Rev shirt, but I want to wait until the current shirt is done with GPMs. So that way people buy GPM stuff. No? My face is too small on that one? Okay. It's because my hat takes up so much room. I don't know. People who are subbed in chat, talk about which one you want removed. Because one has to be traded out for us to get new ones. Either that or more people have to subscribe. Someone could do the exclamation point 75 subs. The Magnum is 50 cal. Yes, apparently. I don't make the rules. It just is. Joker one is one that people don't really care for. Eh. There's two different Rev Kappas. There's the gas mask one, and then there's the not gas mask one.
Yes, please.
Oh, that was close.
Yes,
Okay.
please.
The Magnum is a literal hand cannon, I believe. It's like, it's supposed to be like a sniper rifle almost. Olaf for Joker. That's fine. Got $5 from, well, I don't know if I'm supposed to say their name. If you can say which letter your name starts with, I'll just credit you in chat rather than doing it that way. Thanks for the help earlier. Here's a little gift. Well, thank you. No problem, dude.
Next floor, then.
What WOD is this? This is not a WOD. This is a separate game. It's called Bunker Punks. I'm gonna probably die.
Goodness.
Moving quickly is a better way of getting around, but I'm just not very good. Should get something as spammable as those, yeah. I don't have any ideas. I was gonna, you know, Rev Senpai is one that has been suggested. A couple other ones like that. Is it 75 sub or 75 subs? I think it may be 75 sub. Yeah, we're at 55, so we're a while off from that. We got to get 20 more. So it'd be better just to switch out the ones that people aren't using, and then if we get more subs, then we can just add more things. We can maybe add back the ones that we were removing if we really need to. If they're really missed. But, hello, Anteater. Due to the 20-year anniversary, will I play Quake this year? Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. Okay, that room's hell. Is there anything I can do to make it not hell? I'm gonna have to bait out some of the guys. Let me masturbate them a bit. Oh god. Oh, shit. Oh god. One thing hits me and I'm dead. Get out of here. Oh shit! Alright, well let's go ahead and I don't need more punks, I want more bunker stuff. Really did not get that many points on this one. Increases melee damage, armor, and health. That seems good. That would be amazing. What else is available? There's armor and stuff. More armor and stuff. It doesn't tell you what they are, which is unfortunate. I'll go with this. And, unlocks the ability for punks to sprint. That sounds pretty good. Increases melee attack damage. Fuck that noise. And then that would be good as well. Oh, I actually don't really want to play more right now, do I? Need to get other punks. I still haven't unlocked them all. I wish I could switch out. Oh, I can. Okay. This guy sucks. He has good armor, though. I guess that's the idea. Is that... Okay, so she's good. Honestly, it is those two, isn't it? Molly has very basic stats, but yeah. We'll go and start this one just that way we can have... I want to look at the setup of the new stuff.
This is Molly Pop. I'm going in.
Should remove all the remotes and have Rev 1 through 4, and Rev... Okay, hold on, I gotta... Okay, so that way I just have, like, one big emote. I see. A combined emote with myself would not be a bad idea, though. Maybe not a 4 emote combo, because I don't know how much utility that'll get. It's a lot of work. Only need to remove 4. Well, there's only 2 that it really seem like they're fuck, not really well liked. I like Olaf. It's so fucking weird.
Nice.
Weed from Shopkeep might be another one. I should probably write down these ideas rather than just like enjoying them when I hear them. Yeah. The high five one is good because it it goes with GPM and Yol. Here's a pen. Okay. Shopkeep. Wolf custom emotes? I mean, if I was doing it based on popularity, it would be Glassim, but most people don't really... I think that kind of just went viral and no one knows that it's me who did that. Or, like, there's no correlation there. I'm hoping the Natalan one is really good today. I hope people really like that one because it's, I don't know. Sometimes I get stuck in a rut doing the same sort of thing. You know, playing a game, that kind of thing. Nanoland was very much just like the creation of me just going fuck it and doing something really weird. And yeah. It's good. Nanoland is good. I think Nanoland Wave is going to be a good thing. Glassin made with 2 emotes.
Gonna borrow this.
I hope it doesn't get content flagged. That's my only concern. It shouldn't, because it is... Like, you can't watch it as a normal episode of Nanoland, so... It shouldn't be a problem. And yeah, if you want the Granddad emote, you gotta sub to Yol. Which makes sense, because he's the one who came up with the emote. Or the idea. Or at least he found that game. No. It's... I don't know. I'd rather go with stuff that people here who watch my stream live, enjoy. And, like Shopkeep. I think we're gonna switch to and just sing in here.
Gonna borrow this.
Once the damage gets up to about 100% on this thing, it ends up destroying.
Free and clear.
Alright, cool. So that's the first area. And now we can... Infirmary, gym. What does the gym do? Treadmill unlocks the ability to sprint. Armor, running speed. So these are all pretty good. I don't know, cool. Alright. Well, I think that's what we're going to call this game for today. I'm going to do like a 90-second ad and go to the bathroom and get some more water. And then we'll switch to good old fucking Shopkeep, which I can't think of the name of because I don't know why. But yeah, I'll see you guys in about 90 seconds or so, and then we'll stop and start the stream. So if you're watching on After Hours, this is basically where the video ends. But if you're watching live, I'll be back in 90 seconds. Goodbye! Sort of, kind of, not really. 1 second. 90 seconds. Alright, and now we're back. And now I'm gonna stop and start the stream. Let me know when you hear this, that way I can switch to Shopkeep. Hello. Watching this is like bobbing for apples in a barrel of gasoline while having anal beads shoved in your ear canal. I mean, that's some high praise for my latest video. But yeah, let me stop and start the stream, and you guys can hear it, so I'll be right back.